Right, you talk about, obviously, we've had some extraterrestrial manipulation to the human race. I wanted to find out, in your humble opinion, and from the research that you've concluded, does that extraterrestrial race have something to do with Nibiru? And is the return of Nibiru also got something to do with this race perhaps returning to us? Jordan Maxwell talks about the rising sun that symbolizes the coming of something, and this rising sun has shown up behind President Obama's inauguration picture as well. Does this signal something that we should be looking out for? Is there a race coming? Give us your opinion on this.
I think absolutely that Planet X is Nibiru. I think also that the Jesuits know the secret, what they call Omega secret. They're very powerful instruments for looking in our solar system. And they think we don't know it. But the children on this earth who are here now, from other planet systems, they know, even without their instruments. So, what we see now, what I said in the changes of climate, is for one great piece caused by the entrance of Planet X Nibiru. What we call the Nephilim, or the Gaians, or the Bene Gelochim. For instance, there was an astronaut, McClelland, who has declared that he met one day a very big one watcher. He has declared it. Is this a story? No. No. Because the NASA is discovering a lot of information. And since about a half year, we don't get information what is coming inside in our solar system. It's forbidden now. About UFOs, perhaps you are a very good hacker and you got a lot of information from the Pentagon. And they say, this boy is crazy. Because he discovered that there is a long relationship between the knowledge about UFOs and about extraterrestrials. We feel very strong, not only in the mind, that Planet X or Nibiru is already coming in our solar system, and that the power elite tries to let come in stability this planet and our solar system, because the power elite is in their DNA in relationship to these Nephilim. So even their power is dependent from another power. And every time, if there is power which is dependent, it's weakness. Because you have not the power from the inside. If you have the power of the kingdom of God, that is the state of highest consciousness, we are, not only one person, everyone. You have a power in which there is no king and no slave. Therefore it is called in the Gnosis, the Gnostic tradition, the kingdom of God. God means total consciousness. So the people here on earth, which are in a very powerful situation, they don't realize that one day they have to leave also their body. What's your power? What's your power? What can you do? Even you have to lose your body. You cannot govern your own body. What's your power? So like the Buddha said, if you don't realize that you are born and you have to die as long as you are in a material body, you think you have power, but it's dependent power. So the power on Nibiru, where are living Nephilim, big ones, literally big ones, bigger than we are in the form, 2.5, 3 meters and more, big ones, Gaians, which in the ancient times could make a lot of buildings with a lot of knowledge and even Stonehenges, etc. You had good ones and bad ones. So a lot of people in the governments here on this earth are in relationship under the ground with secret lodges, and now from Nibiru, which is coming inside our system. They are servants from a higher power. It's like a pyramid. If Christ is saying, I'm the top stone and the base stone, that means we all are not in the power from the top and the base, but we are all together the power, the consciousness. So I think and I feel, and I have also the sources, that this planet is coming inside our system now. That gives a lot of trouble. Perhaps in some months or a half year or a year, floods, more floods, earthquakes. Not only from Nibiru, but also from other causes. And it's better that we give step for step people more information. Because in the other way there is coming panic. And I feel always very strong, something more is passing here on the planet. And we have to be honest. Because if we can prepare us, and we can prepare us on the inside, and not attached to our body. Because a lot of people now is reacting, I'm going to South Africa, or I'm going to the high mountains. And I lived in the mountains 11 years. It was not difficult to stay there. I'm not a rich person financially. I have enough, what's enough? A lot of things you don't need. I lived there very calm, very in silence. I read my books and not too more times I give a lecture. But I came back. Exactly on 9/11/2001 from the Pyrenees, exactly. Because I felt very strong, we have to give what I call the children of the planet a lot of information for preparing on the spiritual side. Because we are spiritual beings. And if you want to protect your material body by bunkers and underground cities, oh poor people, I would like to be there. The power with their cities under the ground. Pooh. Perhaps they are thinking, I have regulated everything. Every time I did do my best. Even I have regulated the cruises, the great boats. They are for me. If the flood is coming, you're totally crazy. Your body, you have to lose it one day. But you are a spiritual being. A spiritual being. Do you hear? You are a spiritual being. So we have lived such a long times in the matrix, in the prison of the material factors. And now all the forces from love and light are creating the possibility to come out of this matrix, even to change our material body in a light body, even to change our DNA. There are a lot of forces of light coming to us. Let them laugh who say this people is totally crazy. The question is not if you are crazy or not. The question is, are you feeling your heart or only your head? We have a lot of clever people with a very heavy head, but a very feeble heart. And there are a lot of heart attacks because people don't feel their heart. So let them laugh and let them make protection for their material body. Time is coming very, very close that we can make a very big transformation if we prepare the good conditions in our spirit, if we prepare the inner way, if we are feeding ourselves in good knowledge, in good food, in good health, for changing our body. That's the change. Mr. Obama is not speaking about it because he had a lot of people around him which are very old and very known.